We got a 10-week fitness update from Samson and a 10-week fitness update from Wooker. Now Samson only posted the most muscle, so I just want to put the muscular strength side by side with Samson and Nick, because based on what we saw at the Arnold Classic, I think Samson will move into that conversation for the top 3 at Olympia this year where Nick was, so I think there will be a rematch and a battle between him and Nick, and obviously he beat Nick at the Arnold Classic, but Nick beat Olympia, and I think in this Olympia the year it will be more close competition between the two. So I think these two guys will really be in the same space at Olympia. Guys that are really going to be fighting on the same call-ups, and I think they'll be right next to each other. The next 10 weeks will go by incredibly fast. Before you know it will be, I say, 6 weeks out of the Olympia, 4 weeks out of 2 weeks. This will be the week, and it'll go by pretty quickly. So I guess when you compare those two are more powerful shots. Obviously the lighting is a little bit different. The angle you should really like with both guys. They're both obviously eccentrics. Their own right, collective beasts, ton of volume, ton of fullness, ton of roundness in this pose, which is why I'm excited to see these two guys. They fight again at the Olympia because they have a completely different physique, but they really do what bodybuilders enjoy. They bring the size, they bring with the intensity, and that's exactly what people like to see. But I think with Samson the 10 weeks have to impress, not just the size they carrying him. I'm told he's still about 330 pounds as of this update, but the detail he has in these side eyes, I mean, you can see the cracks in his pictures that you don't really see in Nick's packs. However, you can see the deep cuts in Samson's quads that you don't see really in Nick's quads, and that you have a really deep parting in Samson's legs, but you don't really see it from Nick. And that's not knocking on Nick, I'm just looking at those two abdos, and I'm really impressed with how good Samson looks here. And I think when you break it down, he's tall Nick, so that's a factor, but it's a lot bigger and heavier. More detailed now is what's impressive, and I was looking at a post on his page in Olympia last year side by side, and obviously we don't know how correct the resizing of these images is, or if the lighting or filters are different, whatever, but December of 2022, which was Olympia 2022, in March 2023, which the Arnold Classic was just winning, so it's only a few months in between. And look at the big difference between him and Samson is he has this ability to improve quickly, and that's what he's been doing over the past year for 18 months. So think about that. If he was able to do it between December and March last time, think of the improvements he would be able to make between March and December and March and November this time, since the Olympiad was about a month early, as Samson can do in very little time. That represents great amount of time for him to be significantly better at the Olympia than he was at the Arnold Classic, as in the conversation potential Mr. Olympia winner this. Not only is he in the top 3, but people are talking about his potential, and I think that's why you're looking at what he was able to do in the Arnold Classic, and you look at the guys that he was able to beat. Look at the form he was in, and you look at how well he bridged the gap from Olympia to Arnold, and you have to wonder, what if he did the same level of transformation now at Olympia, and he brings the same, the margin is better than Arnold at the Olympia. I think he's going to be a very dangerous guy at the Olympia this year, and I'm excited to see that show on stage. So this will wrap up on video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section below about all the stories we talked about.